Before you look at a single listing on the Grand Strand, I want to give you a framework that most out-of-state buyers never hear about, but that changes how you see every single community here. There is a waterway that runs the entire length of the Grand Strand, the Intracoastal Waterway. It's a navigable channel that separates the coast from the inland communities, and it is the single most useful way to orient yourself on this market. East of the Intracoastal, closer to the ocean, you have Little River, North Myrtle Beach, Surfside Beach, Garden City, Murrells Inlet, Litchfield Beach, and Pawleys Island. West of the Intracoastal, inland, quieter, often more affordable, you have Longs, Conway, and the Myrtle Beach areas of Carolina Forest, Forest Brook, and Socastee. Now, there's something important to understand about that east side. Not all of those communities are on the ocean. Some of them are on inlets. Little River is on an inlet. Murrells Inlet is on an inlet. Beautiful, waterfront, lush, but not a beach. If having the ocean walk to the beach access is non-negotiable for you, that distinction matters a great deal. And if you love the waterfront lifestyle, but you don't need the ocean specifically, an inlet community may actually suit you better. Now that you have the map in your head, let's talk about the 5 types of communities you'll find across this landscape, because where you are on the map matters far less than what kind of neighborhood you're actually looking for. Quick note, my contact info and a link to book a call are in the description and pinned in the comments. Let me paint a quick picture of each area. On the east side of the waterway, starting in the north, Little River is a historic fishing village that offers a relaxed coastal landscape with plenty of outdoor and waterfront activities. You can sail into international waters for casino gaming, kayak through scenic salt marshes, explore miles of peaceful maritime trails, or enjoy fresh seafood at the local marinas. On an inlet, not the ocean, but waterfront living at its most authentic. Now, North Myrtle Beach has its own distinct character. More residential than Myrtle Beach proper, with a wide range of community types from golf course neighborhoods to resort-style master-planned communities. And it has its own vibrant entertainment scene. World-class live theater, bustling nightlife, family-friendly wildlife parks, and interactive arcades. Barefoot Landing and Ocean Drive's Main Street anchor everything and give North Myrtle Beach a genuine energy all of its own. Now, Myrtle Beach proper, the city itself, is the entertainment hub of the Grand Strand. Restaurants, attractions, the boardwalk, shopping, the airport, vibrant and full of amenities. Surfside Beach is known as the family beach. Small, walkable, low-key, with a loyal following among buyers who find it and never look anywhere else. And Garden City sits just south. Similar vibe, slightly more relaxed, a mix of vacation properties and permanent residences. Murrells Inlet is the seafood capital of South Carolina. The famous Marsh Walk, the Wicked Tuna, the Claw House, restaurants right on the water, a genuine small town feel. On an inlet, not the ocean. Litchfield and Pawleys Island offer some of the most private, beautiful coastal living on the East Coast. Pawleys especially has a culture all its own, unhurried, independent, fiercely resistant to being overdeveloped. Golf communities like the Reserve and Willbrook are among the most sought-after addresses in this stretch of the coast. People who move here tend to stay forever. Now, on the west side of the waterway, Longs has been more rural until recently. More land for less money. A strong fit for buyers who want a little more space and quiet over coastal proximity. Conway is the county seat. A charming, historic small town with a river walk and a genuine downtown, about 20 miles inland. And then there are the areas that are technically part of Myrtle Beach, but sit outside the city limits. Carolina Forest, Forest Brook, and Socastee. These are large, well-developed areas with excellent infrastructure, great schools, and some of the most popular master-planned communities on the Grand Strand. More on those in a moment. Let's start with the simplest category, no HOA at all. These are neighborhoods where you own your property, you manage it your way, and you pay no monthly HOA fee. No rules about your mailbox, no restrictions on your landscaping, no board meetings, no shared amenities because there aren't any. For some buyers, that is exactly what freedom looks like. On the Grand Strand, you'll find no HOA inventory primarily in Longs, Conway, and in established pockets of Sockasty and North Myrtle Beach. Price points in these areas tend to be among the most affordable on the market, which means your dollar goes further on the home itself. The trade-off is straightforward. No amenities, no organized social calendar, and no guarantee that your neighbor's yard will look as good as yours. For the right buyer, that is not a trade-off at all. The second type is what I'd call the quiet middle, a neighborhood with an HOA, but a light one. Think monthly fees in the range of $50 to $100, a community pool maybe, some common area maintenance, basic standards for the neighborhood, and keep things looking consistent without the overhead of a full resort operation. These communities exist throughout the Grand Strand. North Myrtle Beach, Surfside, Sockasty, Conway, Carolina Forest. They tend to attract buyers who want a degree of community standards without signing up for a packed activities calendar. If you want the neighborhood to be well maintained, but you don't need it to also plan your social life, this is often the right fit. The third type is what a lot of people picture when they imagine retiring to the Grand Strand, a resort-style master planned community. These neighborhoods come with pools, fitness centers, pickleball and tennis courts, clubhouses, organized activities, and in some cases, lawn maintenance included in the HOA, which for buyers who are done with yard work is genuinely life-changing. HOA fees in this category typically run higher, often between $150 and $300 a month. But what you're getting in return is a neighborhood that functions more like a resort than a street. Carolina Forest is home to some of the most popular resort-style communities on the Grand Strand. Berkshire Forest, Waterbridge, and Waterway Palms Plantation are strong examples, each with their own character and amenity set. North Myrtle Beach and the areas around Myrtle's Inlet also have excellent options in this category. If the social infrastructure of where you live matters to you, and after last week's video, I know for many of you it does, a resort-style community is the fastest path to building a life here. The fourth type is one that deserves its own careful explanation because there's a lot of misunderstanding about what 55-plus communities actually are. Under federal housing law, a 55-plus community requires that at least 80% of occupied homes have at least one resident who is 55 or older. That means you don't have to be 55 to live there, but the overwhelming majority of your neighbors will be. And that is precisely the point. If you want a neighborhood where virtually everyone is in the same life stage, same pace, same availability, same general chapter, a 55-plus community delivers that in a way a general population neighborhood simply cannot. The amenities in these communities are also designed specifically for active adults, not for families with young children. And most 55-plus communities on the Grand Strand include lawn maintenance in the HOA, which means you get your weekends back. On the Grand Strand, well-known 55-plus options include Cresswind at the Market Common in Myrtle Beach, a beautifully designed active adult community with a full resort-style amenity package. Del Webb has two communities here, Del Webb North Myrtle Beach and Grande Dunes Del Webb in Myrtle Beach. Del Webb has a national reputation for building active adult communities that people genuinely love living in, and both of these locations live up to that standard. Carolina Tuscany and Carolina Forest and Seasons at Prince Creek in Myrtle's Inlet are also worth knowing. I'll talk more about 55-plus golf communities in a moment, because some of the best options on the Grand Strand combine both. The fifth type is one that the Grand Strand is uniquely positioned to offer. With over 70 golf courses spread across the market, a significant number of communities here are built directly around them. Golf course communities range widely in price and character, from homes in the $200,000 range in well-established older neighborhoods to properties well above $1 million with fairway views and premium finishes. Some of the well-known options on the Grand Strand include, in North Myrtle Beach, Tidewater is a perennial favorite, consistently ranked among the best courses in South Carolina, with homes that have long waiting lists because people simply don't leave. Aberdeen and Colonial Charters are in the Longs area, established communities with loyal resident bases and strong access to the course. Moving into the Myrtle Beach area, Prestwick, Pine Lakes, and Arrowhead offer a range of price points and course personalities depending on how you like to play. And Grande Dunes and Myrtle Beach stands apart entirely, a premier golf and marina community with some of the most beautifully appointed homes on the Grand Strand, and an Intracoastal Waterway address that few communities can match. Heading south to Pawleys Island, Willbrook Plantation is a classic low-country golf community, established, quiet, and deeply appealing to buyers who want the course lifestyle without the resort crowds. And Berkshire Colony is one of the most private and prestigious golf communities on the entire East Coast for buyers looking at the higher end of the market. Now, a word about overlap. Some of the most sought-after communities on the Grand Strand are 55-plus golf course communities, and some of those also carry full resort-style amenities. So you can have in a single community age-matched neighbors, a golf course in the backyard, a full clubhouse and activity center, and lawn maintenance included. If that combination sounds like exactly what you're looking for, it exists here, and I know exactly where to find it. So here's the framework. First, east or west of the Intracoastal Waterway. That tells you whether you're closer to the coast or further inland. Second, beach or inlet. If beach access matters, not all east side communities deliver it. And third, what type of community actually fits how you want to live? No HOA and full independence. Light HOA with basic standards. Resort style with a full amenity calendar. 55 plus where everyone's in your chapter. Or a golf course community. Possibly one that's also 55 plus, possibly one with resort amenities. The right answer isn't the same for everyone, but there is a right answer. And this is exactly the conversation I have with every single client before we look at a single home. If you'd like to talk through which type of community and which part of the map fits how you want to live, my contact info and a link to book a call are in the description and pinned in the comments. And if this helped clarify the picture, please save it and share it with someone who's trying to figure out exactly where they'd land. I'll see you in the next one.